Ed Reardon's Week by Christopher Douglas and Andrew Nichols. Episode 3, Become a Successful Writer.
So, Rhoda's had a fight with Joe. She's crying, and we need a treacle cutter to take us out of the teaser and into the Hey Man. So, what are you, as the writer, gonna do?
What about if she poured Joe's can of beer into his hard hat?
Yep, that's good. Be funnier if it was milk poured down his pants. Milk, that's a zinger. Pants, can't go wrong. Milk and pants? You just earned yourself a Chevrolet.
Excuse me, Mort.
Yeah, my friend. What is it this time?
Well, again, I quite see the advantage of having a Chevrolet. I'm not allowed to drive, actually, at the moment. But it's pointless. I mean, there's nothing wrong with slapstick, but it has to be motivated, not just happen in isolation. And there has to be some connection between cause and effect, surely.
The cause is 10 seconds to the commercial break. You know what the effect is, buddy? They don't laugh, you don't eat.
And that's what you call the hay wane, is it? I'm afraid I'd rather lose track of these asinine aid memoirs.
It's Hey Man. Keep up, Beardy.
Well, I've been trying to keep up the last 2 days, Dave, but frankly I've been mystified since the hour Mort spent taking us through the psychological symbolism of Kojak's lollipop.
Well, why don't you just toddle off to the British Museum for some afternoon tea, don't you know?
Come on, the rest of us, let's nail that sea story.
Well, if it's a Patrick O'Brien sea story, I'll certainly stay for that. Sunday. Normally, I yield to nobody in my admiration for American culture. As a writer, it's vital to engage with the exchange of ideas from across the pond. And only last week, Elgar and I saluted the special relationship with a bag of value donuts and 10 back-to-back episodes of Sergeant Bilko. You chased yours under the sofa, didn't you? Shall we see if it's still there?
Now then. Oh, no, there's a bit too much fluff on it, really. Oh, what's this? Aha, a fisherman's friend. They do lose some of their potency over time. It's more of a fisherman's holiday acquaintance, really.
But the USA's influence in the world is not beyond criticism, and I would place Mort Rich's screenwriting course, Get Rich with Mort Rich, in the same bracket as his countrymen's misadventures in Central America, and with even less benefit to the natives. Not for the first time, however, during the 3 days, I found that this was a minority opinion. Mort finished his course with a sentimental, if haphazard, rendition of Where Every Body Knows Your Name, the theme song from Cheers, whereupon 4 senior producers and a BBC script editor started writhing about in a Pentecostalist faint. Had I known matters would take this appalling turn, I wouldn't have succumbed to my agent's powers of persuasion earlier in the week.
Ed, I really hope you haven't got any paintballing or christening plans this weekend.
No, Pig.
No stag do's or anything?
No. Unless anything's come in by way of repeat fees, I shall be paying my rent by doing some leafleting outside a supermarket.
Oh, so you're planning to run a club night?
Just to save time, yes.
No, you're not. You're going to learn how to write, successfully.
Well, if you were to go to the London Library and refer to the July 1976 issue of Films and Filming, you'd realise the prevailing view is I've already mastered that art.
Ed, everyone's fighting to get on this course. The tickets are £750 and we've got a spare one because one of our clients who's the chief writer on Skins isn't available.
Important Conkers tournament.
So sarcastic. No, Ben thought 11 till 6 meant 11 at night, so obviously it's too early for him because he's like Dracula about being around in daylight. Whereas you're the opposite, always emailing me at 7 o'clock in the morning, which I wish you wouldn't do, by the way, because I just picture you sitting there in your pants and ugh.
What makes you think I need to attend a writing class? I already teach one in Berkhamsted, you know.
Because Channel 4 won't hire any writers who haven't been on it?
Oh, well, if that's what I have to do to attain the required level of adolescent superficiality.
Not you, Ed. Your job's to take notes for the clients who can't make it because they've got, lives. But you might learn something too. It's got some ace tips. Structure your way to your first swimming pool. Before you know it, you'll be brunching at the Beverly Wilshire with Paul Newman.
Well, I rather hope not. Although I don't suppose he'd eat much nowadays. But I'm afraid...
Yeah, and it's free food and drink for 3 days.
Where is it?
See? And you'll be studying all your favourite old black and noir films, like All About E.T. and Ghostbusters.
It doesn't say anything about alcohol. I don't want to seem ungrateful, but the heart always sinks slightly when I read the word light in front of refreshments.
Ed, move now, go!
What? I've got till 11 on Friday.
Oh, clear the window, I've got to take a photo.
Does one need a mugshot too?
No, the hippo on the side of the bus. Got it. It's a challenge I set myself every day, to take a photo of a hippo. Last year it was elephants. You know, you need to have some goals in life, Ed, otherwise you just stand still as a person.
Right, point taken. If they show the African Queen on this course, I'll give you a call. Plenty of hippos in that.
You see, you can be serious about things when you try.
Oh, go ahead, Dave. I've had 2 of those already.
Tell you what, Beardy, here's a writing tip for you. If you lay the sandwiches flat instead of having them sticking up, you could put another plate on top, pile that one up, and it looks like you're getting grub for someone else.
Oh, thank you. You're really earning that Dave Wang screenwriter laminated badge.
Yeah, got it done at Watford Junction. It was a machine. £4.99 for 50. What do you think about the gun and licence to thrill?
Well, as long as you're writing in the thriller genre.
That's the beauty of this course, though. It teaches you a lot.
Well, it teaches you that a garden rake is more amusing than an unruly hosepipe. Or should I say, delivers more yocks and woofers. It can't teach you how to write. You have to work that out for yourself.
Bloody clever, though, isn't it? Because they get your money up front. And matey with the hair weave and yellow jacket takes home, what do you reckon, £5 a day after the cost of the sandwiches and orange juice? Might start one up myself.
There's no bits in it either. This isn't fresh juice, it's long life. There's a negative character access point for you.
Shush.
Hey, you enjoying the course, guys?
Yeah, very informative, Mort.
Well, don't enjoy yourselves too much. It's get rich with Mort Rich, not get fat.
This is the highlight of the 3 days for some of us.
Hey, geez, you guys. You got plates stacked up there like a circus routine. You're worse than a couple of actors at a catering wagon.
I am an actor. Well, I was till I made a schoolboy error, appearing in a bloody awful script written by him.
Oh, you got a script credit?
1 or 2, Mort.
What's the other one then, apart from Tenko?
Tenko?
Yes, it was set in a Japanese prisoner of war camp for women.
And I was Sadistic Guard 3 till he had me drowned in a swamp.
It was the Act 2 turning point.
Might have been that for you. It was curtains for me, mate. End of my Tenko career. Didn't even get invited to a rap party. After all that research, practice being cruel and sadistic on the missus. Well, not literally, but you know. You want rice? Get building new watchtower. Turning point. Oh, sorry, Mort. Did that go on your jacket?
So they actually made this Tenko thing?
37 episodes.
Is that all?
Clearly its fate was sealed by the lack of an unruly garden hose and the wartime shortage of funny milk.
Ah, so you Brits do have a sense of irony. I wasn't getting that from the audience.
That's because they're all 12-year-old TV producers and script editors. They don't respond to the spoken word, only the texted or tweeted.
Yeah, there are 78 of them, though. I counted. Nice little learning for you, this, isn't it, Mort?
What? You know how much it costs to have a yellow jacket made these days?
Maybe I better put these sandwiches back.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, I was being ironic again.
Well, don't. We got 3 hours of bonanza to deconstruct.
Yes, dear.
Hello, yes, I need to talk to someone about one of the evening classes.
Oh, I do have to tell you that we're almost fully enrolled for this term, and if you wanted celestial navigation or line dancing, there's a 2-year wait.
It's actually the creative writing class.
Oh, you're in luck. Bags of room on that one. Concession, is it?
No, despite the vile blows and buffets of the world that my appearance suggests.
Say again?
No, it's bad luck to quote Macbeth in a leisure centre. Creative writing is the course I teach.
Oh, right. Oh, still, it's cosier with just the 4 of you, and plenty of room for you to spread all your writings out.
Yes, I was rather hoping to speak with someone in control of the council finances. You see, I haven't actually had an increase in my fee for 3 years.
Well, let's have a look. Creative writing, Ed Reardon.
Because the kind of service I provide can command fees of several £1,000s a day in some quarters. Now, obviously, I'm not suggesting an increase of that size.
Oh, that's lucky. Now, currently, you get £20 for 3 hours a week, excluding 10 minutes chair stacking time.
Which I think you'll find works out at below the minimum wage.
Well, you can put in an application.
Excellent. Would £200 an hour be nearer the mark?
To be honest, the satisfaction feedback we've been getting from your course doesn't really warrant that kind of increase.
Well, I don't know, 50-30.
And there have been complaints. August 2009, teaching the works of Emily Dickinson while smelling a beer.
Well, we just won the Ashes. I'm sure Emily would have been as delighted as anyone.
Several complaints concerning the repetition of the anecdote about Bert Kwok in Halfords. But the main stumbling block I can see is that you're being paid to stack chairs when the size of the class means you don't have to. Not being funny, but you've been getting away with murder.
I suppose after the RBS bonus business, you can't be too careful.
And the auditors might decide to backdate that, so you could even be looking at a reduction of 50p a week. Lap of the gods.
Look, I've been given David Cameron and Nick Clegg's personal assurance that frontline services will not be cut.
That is true, so you'd have to switch to one of the core disciplines, e.g. Indian head massage or making garden furniture out of old car tyres. Would you like one of our retraining leaflets?
No, thank you. Well, Yes, just in case. One's never too old. Excuse me, I wonder if I could ask you a few questions.
Sorry.
Excuse me, I'm conducting a survey into people's favourite juices.
No, I never vote.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Oh, right. If I were to offer you a choice between fruits of the forest and tropical cocktail...
Where's he going? Troy! Come back here!
Excuse me, sir. But, oh, hello, Stan.
Your clipboard's getting wet. Look, your colours are running. And where's my rent?
The one is rather contingent upon the other, I'm afraid, so it would expedite matters if you were to contribute to this survey on healthy juice options.
Not out here, I won't. I'll catch me death.
If we could do this covertly, because strictly speaking, I'm not allowed to canvass opinions within the precincts of the supermarket.
Good. That's the end of that, then.
No idea why. Usual health and safety asininity, I imagine.
Health and efficiency. That's what I'm looking for.
Good heavens, is that still going? I thought it vanished along with the listener.
So what about my rent? Talking of vanishing.
Ah, there it is. They're calling it H&E now. Shall I get it down for you?
Yes, please. How much are they paying you to stand out there getting wet? Because you're 2 months behind, by my reckoning.
Well, if I can do some more market research in the evenings and at weekends, perhaps broaden my horizons to take in non-slip surfaces, say, Alton Towers mini breaks, then I should be up to date.
When?
By the end of the month.
All right. Last chance saloon, though. Rental market's booming in the home counties.
Yes, I'm sure it is. Thank you, Stan.
European slant to this week's issue. Espanol Especial. Oh, what's all this other bump? Oh, here you are. You might learn something. Become a successful writer.
Oh, not another one. The rubbish they put inside these magazines nowadays.
Well, not all the time. I got a good deal on these action trousers.
Not touching your game-flavoured prebiotic dip, Elgar. Is it a bit on the synthetic side? I'll put you down as a neither agree nor disagree. Where's the clipboard? Ah, yes, airing cupboard. Oh, replies already. Tuesday. The income from the evening shift outside the supermarket was more than enough to buy a full-page advertisement in the Writers' Guild magazine for my services as a literary mentor, thus joining my peers at the trough. The surplus furnished the wherewithal for sufficient Merlot to sustain me through the arduous process of reading the submitted scripts. Get a second opinion from a top script doctor, £25 a consultation, had a pleasingly straightforward ring to it, and was aimed squarely at the Achilles heel of those who labour under the delusion that they might be undiscovered geniuses. Sure enough, the bait was taken almost immediately. Oh, for heaven's sake, Elgar! Seems I've got to go to the sorting office. Maybe some little time. I'm sick.
Yes, mate.
Oh, sorry if I've interrupted an important card game.
Oh, that's all right. Rubbish hand. What can you do with that, look?
Oh, dear, yes, I see. Well, I also have 3 cards, equally irritating.
Insufficient postage on each packet. I'll just get them for you. Got your ID, recent utility bill?
I have, yes.
Can't be a mobile phone bill or video club membership?
No, it's from the water company. Burco H2O flow. Privatisation and trivialisation. Ugly bedfellows once again.
Right, here they are. Bill. Thank you. Threat of county court summons.
Yes, you don't actually need to read what it says. Just confirm my name and address.
It's OK. They never mean it. But I hope you've got 3 times the £4.50 excess.
As much as that? Well, look, if you open the envelopes, there'll be a cheque or a postal order in each. That's £75. I can pay you out of that.
Oh, I don't think so. You can't open them till you've taken delivery. That'd be like me trying to scoop the pot before I've played these cards. Wrong way round. Even Victoria Corran couldn't get away with that.
But look, these are just scripts people send me to read. I don't need to look at them. They'll all be about incest anyway. They always are.
Really?
Oldest cliché in the book for some reason. If you extrapolated figures on the evidence of these efforts, most of the country would be illegally related to each other. I'd probably be your half-brother.
Well, even if you were, I can't break the rules.
Oh, all right, just keep them then. I'll wait for the ones with the right postage on. I just want the money inside. I've absolutely no desire to read these things.
Well, that's not very professional.
No worse than you postmen emptying sacks of Christmas cards over the nearest hedge or stuffing them back in another pillar box, then going off to the pub.
That's just an urban myth.
No, it isn't. I've done it.
When?
Last Christmas. I was a temporary.
Why didn't you say you were one of us? All right, you can have these.
Oh, thank you very much.
Better turn the CCTV camera off first.
Any chance of sitting in on your game? I've got 75 quid here.
It's all right. We play for red rubber bands.
Cashier, number 3.
Come on, Beardy, move along.
Oh, hello, Dave. Why the bank has to go to all the trouble of hiring a studio and getting some actor to read a barely comprehensible instruction?
Cashier, number 7.
I know who that is. We did a pot noodles voiceover together. Mexican chili.
But would it have been too much trouble for her to record cashier number 1, cashier number 2, etc., all at once instead of breaking it up?
No, she actually does talk like that. Never stops working. Heathrow Terminal 5, number 23 bus, lift at Chalk Farm Station.
But it's still ridiculous. All this to furnish some 12-year-old on a sound desk with the wherewithal to buy a Mini Cooper or go ski boarding. Whatever happened to just saying, next?
Don't think that attitude's going to be very helpful. Not if you're trying to scrounge another overdraft or something. It'll be a case of just bugger off.
No, I'm paying money in, actually.
Snap! I got a load of cheques here for the Dave Wang writing course.
Oh, what on earth qualifies you to set yourself up as a script guru?
Same qualifications as Malt Rich. None whatsoever. I looked him up on the movie database. Not a single credit. Only a treatment in development.
Ah, yeah, straight out of Euphemisms for Unemployment, Volume 2.
Did you write that and all?
Too busy with my own screenwriting course, Dave. Little matter of 14 cheques to pay in.
48, me.
You've always got to go one better, haven't you?
No, that's 34 better. Justice, I'd say. You done me on Tenko, you had me killed off in Holby. I reckon I could have been in line for a TV Times Readers' Award with that cheeky hospital porter. Now, the tables are turned, Beardy.
Cashier, number 2.
Ah, that's me.
You better spend that money straight away before they ask for it back. And get a move on, they close at 4.
Oh, dear. A lot of these cheques are upside down, back to front. And I haven't had time to fill in my paying in book because of talking to you, Dave.
Don't look so pleased with yourself, because you'll mess this up like you do everything else.
Cashiers closing in 1 minute.
Now, which window was it again?
2! And hurry up, come on. I need this money to eat at the weekend.
Calm down, Dave. Who knows? There may be a new flavour of pot noodle in need of your professional expertise. Ah, good afternoon, Rohan. Just managed to scuttle across the drawbridge before you lower the portcullis.
Bank, now close.
Oh, just in time.
I won't forget this, Beardy.
So, Mrs. Thomas, if you don't mind taking the advice of an old hand who's knocked around the corridors of TV Centre for more years than I care to mention, if I were you, I'd hold up the reveal, as we dramatists call it, that Cynthia is actually her own mother until after the accident with the bees. Always keep a surprise or two up your sleeve. Your brother in ink, Ed Reardon. Right, if that's not worth 25 quid, I don't know what is. This burgundy's going down awfully well, Elgar. Turbot all right? Jolly good. We could quite get used to this. In fact, why don't I make things easier by keeping that letter as a template and just change the names of the incestuous parties from all the other scripts? Works perfectly well in the bank announcement. Hold up the reveal that Cynthia is her own mother. Yes, hello.
Hi, darling.
Oh, hello, Pink. If you're wanting me to write something, I'm afraid I'm far too tied up right now.
Yes, I can hear how hard you're working. Second bottle of Merlot 1990, is it?
No, for once I'm being properly remunerated for running my own writing course.
I know. I saw your ad in the Writers Guild magazine. Just wondering if you discovered any hot new talent in need of a top agent.
None whatsoever.
Oh, that's a shame. I'd give you a finder's fee.
Appealing as that may be, Ping, I have to say, hand on heart, that it's the usual pile of rubbish. There's one piece of eco-agit-prop nonsense I read this morning about a woman who's got a lodger with squeaky boots and has all her trees chopped down. And it's a pointless, tedious mess.
Well, at least it's not about incest.
Oh, I think that's another delivery just arrived. So I won't give up because, as you know, I'm absolutely passionately committed to new writing, especially if it triggers a finder's fee.
OK, Ed, I'm counting on you. Doctors is on 5 times a week now. Those scripts won't write themselves.
Really? You amaze me.
Bye! Bye, 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 bye.
Right. Right, off the sofa, Elgar. I'll be needing that space too. Thursday. The contents of the parcel force van confirmed that as far as writing advice was concerned, Ed Reardon was now the go-to guy, as I heard Jesus referred to the other day by a member of the General Synod. Gratifying though this was in purely financial terms, enabling me to pay Stan, my landlord, the back rent, it also brought with it certain hazards, such as snagging one's fingernails on the stapled padder bags and the equally irritating offers to collaborate on projects as doomed as they were diverse. Hey, Ed, I'd really appreciate it if you could pop up to Penrith this weekend to help put the finishing touches to my musical about Hadrian's Wall. There's a spare bunk in my sister's caravan. Fortunately, I was able to ease the burden by putting my own writing class to work assessing the manuscripts, thereby sharpening their critical faculties and helping them with their own writing development, and helping me to fulfil the terms of my contract with the local further education authority.
Why do we have to unstack all these chairs?
Now, I'd like you to put each of your scripts on a chair according to how you rate them. So, hopeless here, not bad on this one, and just plain obscene on these. Actually, you might need to unstack a few more chairs, Olive.
Can't we just pile them up on table instead?
Who's the writer here, Pearl? You or me?
Tell you what, none of these are writers. A bigger load of rubbish I've never read.
You shouldn't say that, Stan. It's very nice of Mr. Reardon to give these young hopefuls the chance of winning a day out at Elstree Studios.
It's just nice to be able to put a bit back. Competition seemed like a good idea.
I didn't get to the bottom of page 1 on most of mine.
Well, that might have to be a separate chair, then.
Well, I think you should have done, Pearl. Some of these poor people have gone to a lot of trouble. They've had them properly bound in a nice shiny cover. They're the filthiest.
And then there's the postage. They'll be looking at £1.60 on some of these.
And the same again for the stamped address envelope.
Which does raise the question, why does one write?
That's it. Because even if you're successful, you can end up sat at Waterstones all morning on your own like that lad did.
Will Self. He was well named.
He didn't sell a single copy of his book about monkeys. I felt sorry for him. I took him a bun, but I think that made him feel worse. No, but you meant well.
He should have stuck to being on Shooting Stars.
So, have we in fact found anything for the not bad chair?
Well, there is this, but I don't quite know what to make of it.
Oh, it's a cornflakes box. No mystery about that.
On the outside it is, but open it up and there's a play written on the grey side.
Ah, a serial.
No, it's a love story between a surgeon and a nurse, and he has to perform an operation on her, which could go either way. Ooh, what happens? Nobody knows. There's a note at the end which says, "To be continued when I've saved up enough for another box."
Do you mind if I have a look at that, Olive?
Well, whoever it is would get my vote for the prize.
What prize?
The day out at the studios.
Oh, yes, that, of course, yes. Yeah. Must remember to book the minibus. Now then, Pig, a hot new writer, I think you said. You'll need your keep calm and carry on oven gloves to handle this one.
Is that it?
I know it looks like a cereal packet, but on the inside's a very promising piece of writing indeed. Don't be fooled by appearances. Picasso painted on newspaper.
So you don't think it's a pointless, tedious mess, then?
By no means. No, it's got a surgeon, love affair, an edge-of-the-seat heart operation, all the necessary components for round-the-clock hospital soaps, or continuing drama, as they're so grandiosely called at the BAFTA Awards.
So maybe the writer shouldn't go back to driving buses where he'll get a steady income and do less damage, because that's what you told Anton Chekhov.
What do you mean?
The Writers Guild magazine, full page. Dave Wang's writing course, 100% genuine literary advice, except no inferior substitutes.
Complete charlatan.
I sent the award-winning Russian masterpiece, The Cherry Orchard, to Ed Reardon's script doctor service, and what did he write back? Not to be unkind, but this is just eco-agit prop nonsense.
Yes, I know what my voice sounds like, Pink. And the jury's still out on Chekhov. Some people think he's wildly overrated.
You've been found out.
No, I haven't. You try taking the cherry orchard to a TV producer and see what reaction you get. Does it have to be an orchard? Can't Madame Ranevskaya go into a coma and wake up as a 1980s policeman?
Ed, you're putting me in a coma. Go away.
They're not interested in this writer as a potential client. Pity, because despite its unprepossessing appearance, this script has a lot to offer. But there we are.
Ed, stop, you're right. Hold the box up.
Right.
Not that way round. Look, the picture of the jungle picnic with them all tucking into cornflakes. There's a hippo in the middle.
What about it?
Ping's Hippo Quest. Got it. Phew. I was looking at a trip out to Chesington World of Adventures at lunchtime.
Good. I suppose there's any chance of a finder's fee for that. Friday. As might have been predicted, the mighty Mississippi of manuscripts slowed to a trickle, then dried up completely. But not before I'd had the chance to forward the last 24 to Dave Wang with insufficient postage, i.e. none. It might not be a literary feud on a par with the one between Samuel Johnson and Horace Walpole, or Martin Amis and anybody over 5'6", but lacking the resources for a duel at dawn, Dave Wang and Ed Reardon must fight their battles by whatever means available. And at least Elgar has reclaimed his rightful position on the empty sofa. No, the days of wine and turbot are over for us, matey. So, when I took a call from the Savoy Hotel from screenwriting guru Mort Rich, seeking my professional advice, I naturally assumed it was Dave Wang taking the feud to the next level. But as afternoon tea in the River Room was mentioned, I was prepared to take the risk.
Ed, over here.
Oh, it is you, Mort. I thought it was the sun setting over the Thames.
Yeah, new jacket. You like it?
I think it's the yellowest one I've ever seen. And an equally impressive tee.
Yeah, fill your shoes. Isn't that what you guys say?
It's boots.
Fill your pharmacy? Okay, so, you mind if I pick your brains? I want to write for British TV.
Don't we all?
But you're the only guy in my course with a credit, so how do I get to write something like The Wire?
I think that's American.
No kidding. I can't understand a goddamn word they're saying. Look, I make $2 million a year from teaching, but I can't get a gig.
I know how you feel. Well, up to a point. I'm happy to tell you what I know, but it'll take longer than just tea.
Well, you want me to get you a suite?
That ice cream and trifle on the trolley looks very appetizing.
No, I meant a suite of rooms.
Oh, yes, by all means, yes. I should be able to teach you all you need to know in about a week.
Yeah, you got it.
Plus an extra day for you to explain to me exactly what a haymay is.
You're watching a Carol Burnett sketch, right? Knock on the door, it's the milkman. Carol thinks it's...
Ed Reardon's Week starred Christopher Douglas, Stephanie Cole, Henry Goodman, Martin Hyder, Jeff McGiven, Rita May, Barunka O'Shaughnessy, Nicholas Sanderson, and Geoffrey Whitehead. It was written by Christopher Douglas and Andrew Nichols. The producer was Dawn Ellis.